Hello and welcome to Drysdale Field on this sunny afternoon in St. Augustine, Florida. We have the 6th-ranked Rollins Tars in town. Chilly day here. The Tars come in to today 15-5 on the year, and they won their last game 7-0 against Notre Dame of Ohio. The Saints were swept against USC Aiken this past weekend and fell to 4-17 on the season. I'm Jordan Fauci on the call, and here are the starters for both sides. First with the visiting Tars. The shortstop, Joey Rubin, batting first, followed by Jeslyn Whitehead, the first baseman. The 3-hole is going to be the designated hitter, Jorge Ramirez. Batting cleanup, the center fielder, Cameron Meehan. And the 5-hole is going to be the left fielder, Ryan Coleman. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Ginny Thiss. Batting seventh is going to be the right fielder, Parker Smith. Batting eighth is going to be the catcher, Spencer Saringer. And in the 9-hole is going to be the second baseman, Drew Holland. On the mound for your Saints going to be Benjamin Stubbs. Other half of the battery is going to be Jackson Wentworth behind the plate. Defensively for your Saints, third base is going to be Jaden Ward, Mason Gray at short, Matthew Burke at second, and Taylor Clapp at first. From left to right in the outfield is going to be Kladinsky, Newland, and Owens. Leading off is going to be Joey Rubin. Rubin batting .321 on the season. 7 doubles, a triple, and a home run. He's batted in 19 runs on the year. Stubbs able to even up the count now at 1-1. A tall task for the freshman with a 20 1/4 earned run average on the year. Only 2 appearances. That breaking ball is just going to miss high. Tall task here for the freshman against the 6th-ranked team in the country. We're expecting a bullpen day from both sides. Count's going to be even now at 2-2. Rubin, the sophomore from Charlton, Mass., graduate of St. Peter Marion. Only a high of 58 today.
It's first and second. Guy hits a ball in left center field, or left fielder actually track it down. But I don't think the runner's on base. And so the runner going from first to second, overlapped the guy going from second to third. He's come back.
Payoff pitch on the way from Stubbs. Going to miss inside. Count will be full. The 3-2. This one's going to be grounded up the middle. Burke able to make a play on the first. Not in time. It'll be a base hit for Joey Rubin. Jeslyn Whitehead, the first baseman, stepping into the box. He's batting .365 on the year. 4 doubles, 2 triples, no homers yet for the junior. Actually, the senior's a transfer from Central Florida. Rubin's going to take off. Throw from Wentworth is not going to be in time. Close play at second. Rubin able to get himself in scoring position here to lead things off. The 1-0. That one's going to be grounded down the first base line. Clapp will take care of it at first as Ruben advances to third on the fielder's choice. This is going to bring up Jorge Ramirez, the designated hitter, batting .333 on the year. Has hit 3 homers, has a slugging percentage just south of .600. Ruben, a senior from Orlando, transferred out of FIU. Wind blowing in hard from left field. More about Benjamin Stubbs, the freshman from Macon, Georgia, product of Tattenall Square Academy, a 3-sport athlete in high school. He was the Max Preps high school strikeout leader in the state of Georgia just last year. Broke the school record for strikeouts as well. This one's going to be popped a mile high down the first base line and foul. The 2-1 pitch. That one's going to get to the backstop. Wentworth unable to flip it in time to Stubbs at home as Ruben will score and the Tars will take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Hitters count now for Ramirez.
After this week, it's actually manageable. We can actually turn things around.
3-1. It's going to bounce to the plate as Ramirez will walk on 5 pitches.
Now batting the center fielder, number 5, Cameron Meehan.
It's going to bring the center fielder Cameron Meehan up to the plate. Meehan, the senior from Orlando, Florida. Then 288 on the years. He'll drive one high and deep into right field. Back at the wall is Owens, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot for Cameron Meehan, giving Rollins a 3-0 lead here in the top of the first inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 35, Ryan Coleman.
The left fielder, Ryan Coleman, due to bat now. Rollins with the 3-0 lead.
Yeah, that's why Buffalo just don't 7-3.
Stubbs able to blow the first pitch fastball by Coleman. Count will be no balls and a strike. Coleman batting .351 on the year as he'll drive one deep down the left field line and foul. Be an 0-2 hole here for Rollins' left fielder. Payoff pitch from Stubbs.
Let's talk about after the Notre Dame game. The difference was 4. That's our understanding is, their head coach, this was a perfect game in the major leagues. He just sat there and just took it. That's all he's got.
The 0-2. This one's grounded back up the middle. Gray. Not in time. It'll be an infield single for Ryan Coleman as he just beat out the throw from Mason Gray. It's going to bring up Ginny Thies, the third baseman.
Perfect game. Pitchers, it's just heel is comment. It's just right time, right place.
Literally, not metaphorically.
First pitch breaking ball. Able to drop in for a strike. Coleman has stolen a bag this year. He's 1 for 1. The 0-1 to Thies. Stephen Reese in the bullpen here for the Saints as the 1-1 is swung on and missed. Thies, the lone lamb in this Tars lineup, batting just south of the Mendoza line with a 197 batting average on the season. He's hit 2 homers so far, so he'll drive one into center field. Newland coming on. That's going to bounce in front of him. Thies with a single. Coleman advances to second. It's going to bring up the right fielder now, Parker Smith. Looks like we might have a pitching change here as head coach Dave Barnett is going to make the call to the bullpen. Stephen Reese coming on to pitch here for the Saints. Be runners at first and second. We'll give them some time to warm up. We'll be right back to the Saints baseball action here at Drysdale Field. Stay tuned. Stephen Reese, the sophomore from Green Cove Springs, Florida, on the mound now for the Saints. Made 12 appearances last year with 1 start. Posted a 3-1 record with a 5.76 earned run average. Not responsible for the runners on first and second. He will face Parker Smith, the right fielder. Smith batting .232 on the year, 13 hits, 8 homers, and he's batted in 14 runs. The 0-1. Just able to catch that outside corner. Quick 0-2 hole here for Smith. The highlight of last year for Reese, 3 scoreless innings against the number 1 ranked University of Tampa last year. Parker Smith, a senior from Orlando, a graduate of Timber Creek High School. Finds himself in a 1-2 hole here. The payoff pitch. And he went. Reese able to strike out the first batter he faces. They'll be 2 down now with runners on first and second, and Spencer Saringer, the catcher, stepping up to the plate. Saringer batting .333 on the year. This is only his 3rd start of the season. Only his 4th at bat of the year as well. Had an RBI single, which is his only hit of the season. The 1-1. It'll be 3-1 now to Saringer. That one's going to be grounded up the middle. Burke unable to make the sliding stop. Runner from second's going to come around to score, and Rollins will take a 4-0 lead in the top of the first. It's going to go down as an RBI single for Spencer Saringer. This will bring up the second baseman now, Drew Holland, with runners at the corners. The 0-1 to Holland. Misses high.
I can guarantee that one. Because, you know, being here, so they're leaving by third down.
Great front door curve there from Reese. Count will be 1-2 now to Rollins' second baseman.
You know, we just played so many games Saturday. We always play a triple header on Sunday. It's beautiful. They're only 2.5 miles away.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that will do it for the top of the first. Rollins puts up 4, and we'll head to the bottom of the first inning here at Drysdale Field. It'll be Ryan Fury on the mound here. He will face Owens, Gray, and Newland. The rest of the Saints lineup will be Justin Haskins, Jaden Ward, Tim Kladinsky, Matthew Burke, Taylor Clapp, and Jackson Wentworth. Steve Saringer, the catcher for Fury. Be Thies at third, Rubin at short, Holland at second, Whitehead at first. From left to right in the outfield is going to be Coleman, Meehan, and Smith. Sims Owens batting .219 on the season. Count will be even now to Owens, the sophomore from Lexington, South Carolina, transfer from Motlow State Community College. The 3-1 misses high as Owens will walk. We'll have a leadoff runner on first for the Saints. It's going to bring up Mason Gray, the shortstop. Gray leading the Saints in batting average for the regular everyday starters, batting .314 on the season. Has 4 doubles as he drops down a bunt. As for Ryan Fury, the 6'5" freshman from Gotha, Florida, product of Bishop Moore High School, on the mound. Fury has started 2 games, 1-1, with a .348 earned run average. He's struck out 5 on the season. Opponents hitting .231 against the right-hander. Be a quick 0-2 hole here for Gray, as he'll just kind of throw that one to the shortstop. The throw will not be in time. Gray able to leg out an infield single on a half-hearted swing. Saints are going to have runners at first and second now, and Trey Newland up to bat. Newland batting .304 on the year. 4 doubles, 21 hits. He's batted in 12 runs.
Looks like A-Rod is going to be a Jet. A-Rod. Oh, really? Going to be a Jet. Looks like.
When you say A-Rod, that's a different connotation.
Breaking ball from Fury, misses inside.
Something else.
The 1-1. Isn't high and inside. Newland ahead in the count now, 2-1. Trey Newland, the junior from Lake Worth, transferred from Prince George's Community College. This is his second year with the Saints. Has been an everyday starter out in center for Flagler. Found himself in a 3-1 count now. Like Whitehead, the first baseman. Gonna have some words with the true freshman Fury. Fury appears to be rushing himself on the mound there. A little bit of branch work here from the Saints. So they find themselves with a runner in scoring position and no outs here. Trailing 4-0 in the top of the first. The 3-1. Now it's going to be full now to the Saints center fielder Newland. The 3-2. It's going to be grounded to Reese, Ruben, the shortstop. Throw on to first is not in time. The 6-4 fielder's choice there as Newland will reach. Runners at the corners now for the designated hitter, Justin Haskins. Justin Haskins, one Peach Belt Conference Freshman of the Week
He's friggin' out.
just last week. Putting up a 3-hit performance where he also earned the save for the Saints. Newland's going to take off. The throw from Saringer is not going to be in time as it was dropped, and the Saints will score a run as Owens takes off from third. Some nifty base running there for the Saints as they'll crawl within 3 and have a runner at second with Haskins up to bat. It's the 11th steal of the season for Trey Newland. Haskins going to pop one up into the infield. The catcher, Saringer, underneath will make the catch. Saints will have 2 down now as Jaden Ward will come up to the plate.
Last time I Flagler
Now batting
home.
third baseman, number 11, Jaden Ward.
We don't steal bases. Never happen.
Jaden Ward, the junior from Longwood, Florida.
One of the first years I was here, we actually took a guy off the cross-country team. All I do is pinch run. Having run scouts.
Ward finds himself behind now, 0-2. That in 311 on the year, 3 doubles and a homer. He's knocked in 8 runs as well. Saints with speed on second. The 0-2 from Fury. Called strike 3 as Ward goes down looking. The Saints score 1 here in the first, but trail 4-1 as we head to the top of the second.
Leading up to the Tars, the shortstop, 223.
Stephen Reese will face the top of this Rollins lineup. It'll be Ruben, Whitehead, and Ramirez. Ruben is first at bat. Found himself with an leadoff single, stole a bag, and then came around to score.
I don't want to hear it, just find a way to do it. But it's prevailing. It's fine. I'm like
The 1-0 on the way from Reese. Drops in for a called strike.
they need to get their own gear. Because baseball was like last year, they basically bought
The 1-1.
They don't have enough cameras.
The rail back and they both wrote something on social media forever ago. I was like, hey, we'd love to come play with the Steelers.
Three things scheduled at the same time. It was on the
The problem is
I ran out of it with softball.
That one's going to be grounded up the middle and into center field as Ruben will earn himself another leadoff single here.
Now batting, first baseman.
Going to be the first baseman now, Jeslyn Whitehead. Whitehead grounded into a fielder's choice in his last at-bat. Ruben's already gotten frisky on the base paths once today when he stole second during that Whitehead at-bat back in the first.
They've done a good job reloading right now.
1-0 or the 0-0 from Reese. Misses in the dirt. Jeslyn Whitehead, the 6'2" senior from Orlando. Gonna follow that one out of play. Count's gonna be even now at 1-1.
Seen a little bit in college, and it's just they have to get it. Just I talked to a friend of mine who works in the minor leagues. He's been doing broadcasting for over 20 years. And he said, "What was it? Because the games go by a lot quicker." But they're going to find, it's like the Red Sox. They're going to find a way to get around the shift. Not getting adjusted for that. Just, teams are going to cheat their way to bend the rules however they can. So you're going to bring a right fielder. I mean, it's to their detriment because if you
Reese ahead 1-2. We'll check on the runner at first, Ruben.
you're screwed. You're going to wind up with an inside the park home run. But batters don't know how to go the other way anymore.
The 1-2 as Ruben takes off. This one we down in left field. Ruben advancing to third. Throw on to second is in time as they'll cut down Whitehead. It's going to go in the book as 7-5-4 as the Saints cut down Jeslyn Whitehead. Ruben advances to third. This will bring up Jorge Ramirez. Ramirez walked back in the first and then came around to score on the Cameron Meehan 2-run homer. One's going to be grounded to Burke, the second baseman. I mean, easy play, but an RBI as Ruben comes in to score. Rollins leads 5-1 now.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5, Cameron Meehan.
That's the number 3 that are giving himself help to go under. Why they're one of the top teams in the country.
This is Cameron Meehan. He hit the 2-run opposite field homer back in the first when he took one over the Red Monster out and right.
My junior year of high school, we had the top 3 in our lineup. There was a kid that went to Xavier, a kid that went to Southern Indiana, and second.
2-1.
Third, went to Western High School.
Hitters count here for Cameron Meehan as he'll walk.
But I ended up, unshockingly, I ended up leading our conference.
Now batting is left fielder, 235, Ryan
But
Coleman.
literally, I mean, that's all we did. Our leadoff guy would be on. He was second guy hit a ground ball. So we get a base hit right side of the line. And literally, I would just like choke up. I didn't bottom that.
That's just so tough, you know, when I played in college.
This is Ryan Coleman, the left fielder. He singled back in the first inning.
Stakes.
Came into the day batting .351.
Start driving people in.
Breaking ball there from Reese.
These guys. That's what happens
Coleman went fishing there and is behind now 0-2.
because you're not even need to score a run. I'm like, you go up there a little bit relaxed. You know, there's a little reward at the end of it.
Another beautiful dead fish as Coleman goes down swinging. Rollins scores one here in the top of the second. They lead 5-1 as we'll head to the bottom half of the inning. Fury's going to face Kladinsky, Burke, and Clapp here in the bottom half of the second. Kladinsky swings at the first one. He sees Holland on to first, and one pitch and one out for Fury on the mound.
This is what we talked about yesterday. The guys up around are
Now batting
in the best possible.
is Matthew Burke.
You guys don't take any pictures, I'm like, no. I mean, I was the same way, but there's times when work counts. I don't know what is that Blue Clark State. We played University of British Columbia. And their ace pitcher,
The 1-0 to Burke as he'll drive one into center field. Wind's going to hang up as Meehan will make the catch.
and it's fine.
3 pitches and 2 outs here for Fury.
He's a Troy. He's a aggressive hitter like out of here.
Now batting is the catcher. Correction, first baseman, number 15, Taylor Clapp.
We're trying to get him good. He's a really, really good pitcher.
This will be Taylor Clapp, the sophomore from West Palm Beach, Florida, transferred from Chipola College. We'll take a first pitch strike from Fury.
Funny, he pitched against us. And we had a race going on. And we had probably about 30 scouts in the grandstand. First year we played them. And they all had their guns.
The 0-2.
Second year, they kept the guns up for one pitcher. It wasn't ours. Our kid had a coke problem. This kid could have been
The payoff pitch.
a big league pitcher easily. In one of the games he won as a freshman, he beat Wichita State 14-2. I'm like, those guys, think Baseball America rated him as one of
The 1-2.
the top prospects in college baseball.
Throw on to first from Rubin is in time. 1-2-3 inning as the Saints go down in order. They trail 5-1 as we'll head to the top of the third inning. New pitcher for the Saints, and it's going to be Drew Rosenberg, the freshman from Orlando, Florida. Rosenberg, this is his 6th appearance of the year. He has a 7.62 earned run average in 13 innings of work. He struck out 4, and opponents are hitting 308 off of him. He'll face Thies, Smith, and Seringer here in the top half of the third. First pitch on to Ward at third in time as Rosenberg's able to retire the first man he faces.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 28, Parker Smith.
It's going to bring up Parker Smith. Smith went down swinging in the first inning. Be a little dribbler back to the mound. Rosenberg throwing on to first. Will be in time.
Now batting, the catcher,
It's going to bring up Spencer Seringer now. Rosenberg making quick work so far of this Rollins lineup in the top half of the third. 3 pitches and 2 outs for the freshman. Seringer singled in his last at-bat. It'll be a 3-0 count now to the Rollins catcher. And a 4-pitch walk as Seringer will reach.
now batting, the second
He's going to bring up the second baseman, Drew Holland. Howard batting .400 on the year. The senior from Leewood Kansas. Transferred from Polk State. He'll poke one up to the shortstop. Gray will make the catch, and we will head to the bottom half of the third. Rollins strands a runner at first as Rosenberg goes 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be Jackson Wentworth, Sims Owens, and Mason Gray here in the bottom half of the third. The Saints trail by 4. Ryan Fury still on the mound for Rollins. First pitch swinging for Wentworth as he'll swing through a fastball. That'll be no balls and a strike now to the Saints catcher. The 1-1. It's going to be fouled down the first base line.
This is our biggest rival when it's at Florida Tech. They're talking about, I'm like, who are your rivals? There's nobody nearby. What's wrong?
Wentworth, the sophomore, transferred from Johnson County Community College, has a tremendous mustache as he'll drive one opposite field down the line and just barely foul. Would have been extra bases for the Saints catcher.
Maybe. I think they can leave their starter in this as long as he can go. Probably go 4 innings, maybe. Turn it over to the pen.
The 1-2. The 2-2 on the way now to Wentworth. Misses high and outside. Count will be full now to the Saints catcher. The 3-2 is going to be grounded to the shortstop, Rubin. Throw on to first will be in time as Wentworth grounds out to lead things off here. Going to bring up Sims Owens.
What was it with our soccer coaches bringing in outside food?
We're allowed.
The 0-1. Going to be grounded. Little chopper to Thies at third. Throwing to first is in time. Fury continuing to cut down this Saints lineup. It's going to bring up Mason Gray, the shortstop. Gray had a little branch work single back in the third. Just kind of threw his bat out there and was able to beat out the infield single. Watch a first pitch that misses outside for ball one. Gray batting a hair above 315 now, as he'll ground one down third base line and foul. The 1-1 to the Saints shortstop. In for a called strike. That one's going to be driven into shallow center. It'll get down as Mason Gray finds himself 2 for 2 on the day with 2 base knocks. Going to bring up the center fielder now, Trey Newland. Newland reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Fury checking on the runner. Gray. Gray last season was top 3 in the Peach Belt Conference in stolen bags. He's only stolen 6 so far this year. Has been thrown out 3 times as well. Sperringer checking on the runner as throw behind Gray. Not in time as Newland will now be ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Fury checking on Gray again. Two 2-1 drops in for a strike. That one's going to be grounded to the second baseman, Howard. He'll throw on to first and will be in time. The Saints strand a runner at first. And we'll head to the top half of the fourth. Saints trail 5-1. It'll be Ruben, Whitehead, and Ramirez in the top half of the fourth. New arm on the mound for the Saints is going to be Brad Vondruska, the sophomore from Gurnee, Illinois. transferred from Milwaukee Area Tech. Two-way player for the Saints. Hasn't played third as much. Last season got a bit more run. So he was in a bit of a position battle with Jaden Ward. Ward ultimately winning that battle as Vondruskis found himself in the bullpen. This season, Vondruskis appeared in 4 games, 5 1/3 innings pitched. He struck out 3 and allowed 4 earned runs. Joey Rubin, the shortstop. He's 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles. He's stolen a bag, and he's come around to score both times. The 1-2 on the way from Vondruskis is going to be driven into center field. Newland ranging over will make the catch. Leadoff man for Rollins goes down as he flies out to center. It's going to bring up Jeslyn Whitehead, the first baseman. Whitehead singled back in the second, but was thrown out trying to stretch that one into a double. Whitehead batting .365 coming into the day. 4 doubles and a pair of triples. Count will be even now at 1-1. Vondruska deadly with the bat before coming to Flagler. For Milwaukee Area Tech, he led the team as a freshman with a .433 batting average. That was during the season after the COVID shortened season. In his true freshman year, the COVID season, batted .371 in only 10 games before the pandemic wiped out that season. He was an NJCAA All-American third-team selection before coming to the Saints. Last year, made 8 appearances on the mound, all in relief, had a 2.0 earned run average, and struck out 9 batters in 9 innings pitched. The 2-2 on the way. It's going to be fouled back into the netting. The 2-2. Beautiful breaking ball there, just missing on the inside half. Count will be full now to the Rollins first baseman, Whitehead. (3-2) poked to Burke at second. The throw on to first is in time. As Vondruska retires the first 2 batters he's faced, this is going to bring up Jorge Ramirez, the designated hitter. Ramirez has walked and also knocked in an RBI on a fielder's choice in his last at-bat. Ramirez, the 5'11", 240-pound right-handed hitter. Transferred out of FIU. Hit 3 homers this year. Has batted in 13 runs. Has a .578 slugging percentage. He's batting .333 on the season. Ramirez going to find himself in a hitter's count here, 3-1. One's going to be driven to the shortstop, Gray, who lets that one go between the wickets. Go down in the book as an E6 as Ramirez finds himself on first. It's the 8th error of the season for Mason Gray. At short, he leads All Saints. First pitch from Vondruska, runs inside and catches Meehan on the elbow. Going to be runners at first and second now for Ryan Coleman, the left fielder. We're going to have a pinch runner here as Ramirez very happy to get off of the bases.
You see what number that is?
Jack Herring, the sophomore outfielder from Atlanta, Georgia, is going to come in to pinch run at second. First pitch here to Coleman. He fouled off of home plate. The 1-1 on the way from Vondruska is going to be driven into right. Owens will make the catch. Vondruska able to get himself out of a two-run jam there and stifle the Rollins two-out rally. They'll strand two, and the Saints will head to the bottom half of the fourth, trailing 5-1. Ryan Fury still on the mound here for Rollins. He'll face the heart of this Saints lineup. Haskins, Ward, and Kladinsky due to bat here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Haskins 0 for 1 on the day. He popped out in foul territory to the catcher in his first at-bat. Haskins in 27 at-bats has 11 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles. He's batting .407. The 2-2 be driven into shallow left. Third baseman Thies able to make the catch just behind third base. Haskins goes down as Fury retires the first batter he faces here in the bottom half of the fourth. This is going to bring up Jaden Ward. The third baseman struck out looking in his only at-bat so far today. First pitch swinging for Ward. The 0-1. On the outside corner for a called strike. Payoff pitch on the way. We're able to fight off the 1-2. Jaden's been a regular starter for the Saints the last couple of years. He's worked a lot on his glove. Errors were an issue during his underclassmen campaigns. He's tightened it up enough to keep his bat in the lineup. The 2-2. It's going to be driven into center field, but caught by Meehan. Allowed out for the Saints' third baseman. It's going to bring up Tim Kladinsky, who grounded out to second base in his first at-bat.
John, quick question. Does John Brown come to DH then?
We'll see.
Kladinsky's going to ground one down first base. It's going to actually hit off the bag and head into right. Kladinsky trying to stretch it into a double, and he will. Some heads-up base running there for the Saints left fielder. The 2-0 double as Matthew Burke will come up to the bag with a duck on the pond.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3, Matthew Burke.
Sixth double of the year for Tim Kladinsky. He leads all Saints with 6. Extra base hits have been rare so far this season for the Saints. The team slugging percentage south of 350. Burke finds himself in a 3-0 count now. Still no action in the Rollins bullpen. Burke will walk on 4 straight pitches. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Taylor Clapp.
Now batting, first baseman, number 15, Taylor Clapp.
Taylor Clapp batting .162 on the year. He has a triple and a homer. Knocked in 10 runs so far this year for the Saints. He'll drive one into deep left field. Back at the wall, and this one's going to careen off the wall. Burke coming around to score as Taylor Clapp will have a bases clearing RBI double to get the Saints within 2 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's going to bring up Jackson Wentworth, the catcher. Saints with a little bit of 2-out magic as the pitching coach here for Rollins is going to come out. That's going to be Chuck Hall. And thank a few of our corporate sponsors as have a Rollins meeting of the minds here on the mound. Flagler fans, if you want to support all Flagler athletic teams, join the Saints Club. Visit www.flaglerathletics.com and click on the Saints Club link for details. Applebee's, there's no place like the neighborhood. Academy Bus, we know the way. Anchor Faith, a community of people passionate about Jesus. A.D. Davis Construction, builders, developers, and contractors. The Bailey Group, no matter where you want to go, we'll help you get there. And B&S Signs, quality signage and service. When it comes to signs, we do it all. Wentworth had been Clapp had been struggling as of late. It's his first double of the season. Comes at a huge time here for the Saints with 2 down and 2 runners on. Jackson Wentworth batting .313 on the season in 16 at-bats. He has a double in 5 hits. Found himself in a 2-0 count. The 2-0 is going to be driven over the outstretched glove of Howard. Coming around to score is Clapp, and the Saints got a 2-out party going here in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting right fielder number 17, Sims Owens.
It's going to be Sims Owens, the leadoff man for the Saints. Rollins going to have some activity out in the bullpen as it was empty just 2 batters ago. Now, whole battery of pitchers heading down for the Tars. Owens on the day is 1 for 2. He had a single to lead things off in the first inning. Actually walked back in the first inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He came around to score, however. The 2-0 pitch. Three and 0 now. A 4-pitch walk for Owens is going to bring up Mason Gray, the shortstop for the Saints.
Now batting the shortstop number 9, Mason Gray.
Mason Gray having a great day with the bat. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Mason Gray, the graduate of Columbia High School. He'll ground one to the shortstop. Rubin, throw on to third, is in time as there's an awkward slide there from Taylor Clapp. Actually, that's Jackson Wentworth sliding to third. Appears to be okay. The Saints strike back and get 3. They trail 5-4 as we'll head to the top half of the 5th inning here at Drysdale Field. This is going to be Jimmy Thies, the third baseman. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single back in the first inning. Brad Vondruska still on the mound here for the Saints. First pitch breaking ball from Vondruska. Dropping in for a strike. Huge hack there for Thies, who find himself behind in the count now, 0-2. Thies with 2 home runs on the year. He'll ground this one to Gray at short. The throw on to first is in time. Be one down now for Parker Smith, the right fielder.
The right fielder, 128, Parker Smith.
One's going to be driven high and deep into right field. Should be easy work here for Owens to retreat to the wall and make the catch. Almost jinxed him there out and right. Late gust of wind. Hit that one a couple more feet back towards the wall, but Owens able to make the catch, and Vondruska able to retire the first 2 he's faced here in the top half of the 5th. It's going to be the catcher, Spencer Seringer, up to bat now. He's 1 for 1 on the day. He also walked back in the third.
Seringer.
The 0-1. This is inside on the hands of Seringer. Well, defensive swing and a diving catch there from Taylor Clapp. 1-2-3 inning for the Saints as Brad Vondruska stands in amazement at the mound. A pearl of a defensive play there for the Saints first baseman as they'll head to the bottom half of the 5th with a whole lot of momentum, trailing by 1. Ryan Fury still on the mound here for Rollins. He'll face Newland, Haskins, and Ward here.
Trey Newland.
Newland on the day is 0 for 2. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bloop one into shallow center. Coming on is going to be the right fielder, Smith, who will make the catch. Going to be Justin Haskins now. Haskins 0 for 2 on the day. Popped out to the third baseman in his last at-bat. Came into the day batting .407. freshman from Sunawee, Georgia, a two-way player, has also earned himself a save this season.
Good.
Count will be 2-2 now. Payoff pitch on the way from Fury. He's going to miss high. The 3-2. Popped into shallow center. Actually, it's going to hang up in the infield as the third baseman, Thies, will make the catch. It's going to bring up Jaden Ward, the third baseman. Ward 0 for 2 on the day. Had a loud out in his last at-bat when he lined one to center field. Struck out in his first AB looking. Take a hack at the first pitch and poke it foul down the first base line. The 1-1. Ward with a massive hack there. As he comes up empty and trails now 1-2. Got twos across the board here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Ward's going to go down looking the second time today. Two pairs of shoes in the closet for Ryan Fury as the Saints will head to the top half of the sixth, trailing by 1. New arm on the hill here for the Saints. It's going to be the senior transfer, Jake Janata. Janata stands 5'11", weighing 180 pounds, thrown from that right side. Hometown of Windermere, Florida. He's a journeyman here in the college circuit. Originally went to Lake Sumter Community College, and then attended Valdosta State for 2 years before he transferred over to the Saints for his senior season. He's appeared in 4 games so far for the Saints. 3 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 3 earned runs and struck out 1. The 2-0. This is high. This is the second baseman, Drew Howard, up to bat. Howard 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out and flew out. The 3-1 misses outside as Janata walks the 9-hole batter to lead things off here in the top of the 6th inning. It's going to bring up Joey Rubin. Rubin 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles. Big looping breaking ball there from Janata. Drops in for a strike as he'll get ahead in the count. 0-1. Saints with the lefty warming up in the pen.
Nothing's the next one going in.
A 1. Bounces. It's Wentworth making a snazzy play behind the plate. Sliding over to block that one. Howard, for someone who hasn't stolen a bag all year, garnering a lot of attention from Janata. The lefty warming up in the pen is going to be Anthony Nofi. Saints with a bullpen day so far today as Howard's going to take off. Everyone buzzing the tower of Rubin. Nearly caught him in the jaw as Howard will steal the bag with no throw.
Somehow he swung the bat. You never know with umpires.
The 2-1 in the dirt. Janata struggling to find the zone here as he'll fall behind 3-1.
Mississippi Valley batter. That was ridiculous.
That one's going to be driven into left field. Coming around to score is going to be Howard. Advancing to second, and the throw will be in time.
7-3-4.
As Rubin's going to get cut down trying to stretch a single into a double, but he'll earn the RBI as Howard comes around to score from second. It'll be a 2-run ball game, and Jeslyn Whitehead due to bat. First pitch swinging as Ward dives. Throw on the first is in time. Put that on the highlight reel. Jaden Ward makes a tremendous defensive play. They're 2 down now. And Jorge Ramirez due to bat. Actually, Jorge Ramirez no longer batting here. It's going to be Jack Herring, the sophomore outfielder from Atlanta, Georgia. Beautiful change up there from Janata. As Herring going fishing, he'll find himself behind in the count now, 0-2. Payoff pitch. The 1-2. One's going to be fouled back and out of play. Got deuces across the board here in the top half of the sixth. Payoff pitch from Janata. Misses in the dirt.
John, I've got attendance for you. 153.
The 3-2. Called third strike as Janata allows one earned here in the top half of the sixth. Saints trail 6-4 as well. Head to the bottom half of the inning here at Drysdale Field. Ryan Fury still on the mound here. We'll head into the bottom half of the sixth. Will be Kladinsky, Burke, and Clapp due to bat. Kladinsky with a double in his last AB. Will drive one foul and fall behind 0-2. The 1-2. Tim Kladinsky, the sophomore from Stuart, Florida, transferred from Lake Sumter State College. An everyday starter out and left for the Saints all season. He'll be even now at 2-2. Season Kladinsky batting .288 with 6 doubles as he'll drive one into center. Ranging over and making the catch is Meehan. He's going to bring up the second baseman, Matthew Burke. Burke walked in his last at-bat, came around to score on a bases-clearing double from Taylor Clapp. Burke came into the day batting .220. Watch a first pitch strike on the outer half from Fury. Fury winds the 0-2. Low and away. Burke's going to float one here down the first base line and foul. The 1-2. See a little dribbler down the third base line and foul. Burke staying alive here.
Okay, so whose Microsoft laptop sounds going off? Because if it's coming from there, then everyone can hear that.
The 1-2 into the gap here out and right. It's going to get down for a single for Matthew Burke as the right fielder Smith takes a seat. It's going to bring up Taylor Clapp as Matthew Burke gets his first hit of the ball game. Clapp 1 for 2 on the day with the bases clearing RBI, 2 RBI double back in the 4th inning that got the Saints within 1 run before Rollins struck back with a run of their own back in the top half of the 6th. Going to be a balk as Burke will advance to second. And it looks like we may have actually going to be an argument here. Very quick argument. Wouldn't even call it an argument at this point. Just a nice conversation between our home plate umpire and the head coach of Rollins, John Sjogren, in his 18th season as the head coach. Clapp going the other way. This is going to be grounded to the first baseman. Whitehead throw on to first is in time as Fury doing a good job to get over and cover the bag. It's going to bring up Jackson Wentworth. Wentworth 1 for 2 on the day with a single back in the 4th inning. Actually, an RBI single back in the 4th inning. Drove in Taylor Clapp. Saints with a runner at third and Matthew Burke. The 1-1 just catches that outside corner as Wentworth goes behind now 1-2. One misses in the dirt. Burke with a couple steps down the line at third, but wouldn't dare run on that as that one was just lost underneath Seringer. Breeze picking up a little bit as it's blowing from left field to right field. The 2-2. Wentworth going the other way, and that's going to be an RBI single for Jackson Wentworth. Another one for him today. Clutch 2-out hitting for the Saints catcher, as the Saints will now only trail by 1 run, 6-5. Seringer can have a conference on the mound with his pitcher, Ryan Fury, the true freshman. Through 5 2/3 innings of work, Fury's allowed 5 runs on 7 hits. He's only struck out 2.
batting the right field, number 17, Sims Owens.
Top of the lineup coming back around here for the Saints. Going to be Sims Owens. Owens has walked twice today. And we're going to have a pitching change here. A late move there as John Sjogren has seen enough from his starter, Ryan Fury. We'll give you the name of the new pitcher for Rollins at the other half of this break. Thank you for tuning in for Saints baseball action live at Drysdale Field. Bobby. His name's Bobby. Alfredo Caballo? Or Carabello? What a name. That's a hell of a baseball name right there. It's Caraballo. New arm on the mound is going to be the Pamenian left-hander, Alfredo Caraballo. The senior has made 7 appearances so far this year, has allowed 2 earned runs and struck out 4. Opponents are batting .308 off of him. First pitch here to Owens is going to be a called strike. Caraballo, a 6'4", 235-pound left-hander from Panama City, Panama, transferred from the College of Central Florida. Will be ahead in the count. 0-2 here to Sims Owens. Payoff pitch here from Caraballo is going to be grounded into the hole here at short. The throw from Rubin will not be in time, as it looked like it dragged the second baseman Howard off of the bag. So it's getting a huge break there. The speed of Owens preventing the play at first, forcing Rubin to make a tough throw across his body.
Throw at second base, or is he stepping off the bag?
Be runners at second and third here, or first and second here. It's going to bring up Mason Gray. Gray 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles. So last at bat, however, he grounded out to the shortstop Rubin. Great movement on that fastball there from Caraballo, able to just clip that inner half of the strike zone. The 1-1 on the way to the Saints shortstop is going to miss low. Hair ball with some serious moss growing out of the back of that hat. Great head of hair for the left-hander. So we'll have deuces across the board here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down with 2 runners on to the Saints shortstop, Mason Gray. Payoff pitch. It's going to be grounded to Rubin at short. The throw on to first is not in time. Mason Gray able to leg out a single as Rubin took just a bit too much time on that throw over to first. It's going to bring up Trey Newland. Saints with the bases drunk here with 2 down. They trail by 1 in the bottom of the 6th. They've already scored 1 in the inning. Saints with a designated pinch hitter here in the DH spot. If Newland can get on. Ashton Thomas set to bat. Newland going to go the other way. Is this going to drop in for an RBI single? They're going to send Owens from second. To throw to third is going to cut down Mason Gray. But both runs will score. So 2 RBIs. The Saints will take the 7-6 lead on the RBI single from Trey Newland. And that will do it here for the bottom half of the 6th. A new arm coming on the mound is going to be Anthony Nofi. Be back momentarily with more Saints baseball action. New arm on the mound is going to be Anthony Nofi for the Saints. He'll face Cameron Meehan, Ryan Coleman, and Jimmy Thies. Saints with the 7-6 lead after a 3-run bottom half of the 6th. Meehan on the day hit a 2-run shot back in the first. He walked and then was hit by a pitch, so he's reached on all 3 at-bats so far today. Nofi gets ahead 0-1. Nofi, the 5'9", 170-pound left-hander from Hanover, Massachusetts. Have Meehan behind now, 1-2. Nofi in 2 2/3 innings of work. Has struggled to start this year after coming off of a very solid campaign last year. He's allowed 4 earned in those 2 2/3 on 5 hits and only struck out 1. But he has Meehan behind now, 2-2, as he'll ground this one to Jaden Ward at third. Throw on to first will be in time as Nofi retires the first batter he faces.
Now batting left fielder, number 35, Ryan Coleman. So Flagler shot 10 hits now? Yes.
Nofi, the Hanover, Mass native, pitched for the Brockton Rocks this past summer. Some notable sons of major leaguers, including Manny Ramirez Jr., David Ortiz, his son, along with Keith Folk's son. And a handful of others, as this one's going to be grounded to Burke at second. Nofi will retire the first 2 that he faces. He's going to bring up Jimmy Thies.
Number 13, Jimmy Thies. Doesn't Manny Ramirez have 2 sons in the league?
First pitch here to Thies. Misses for ball 1. As a freshman in 2022, Nofi made 21 relief appearances, posted a 2-2 record with a pair of saves, struck out 32 batters in 30 innings pitched. He fanned a season-high 5 in his first collegiate appearance against Queen's University of Charlotte. This one's going to be ripped into left field. Be a 2-out single here for the third baseman, Jimmy Thies.
Now batting
It's going to bring on the right fielder, Parker Smith.
Parker Smith.
Smith, despite only batting .232 on the year, dangerous bat. He's hit 8 big flies so far this year, has knocked in 14 runs. Nofi freezes him with a breaking ball first pitch to get ahead now 0-1. Nofi's going to check on the runner at first. Breaking ball swung on and fouled down the third base line. Nofi's ahead now 0-2. Talking to him prior to the game, knew that he was going to get the ball at some point, and because of the chilly day, he said he's used to this. Being a Massachusetts native, 58 degrees is usually the first couple games of the season for him anyway, at least back in his high school days. So the cold temperature not really affecting him on the mound as it would some of the southern guys. The payoff pitch. So he's going to be driven into center field. Should be light work here for Newland as he lost that one in the sun. It's going to be a triple here for Parker Smith. Trey Newland completely lost that one, was ranging over to his left as that one bounced just dead center into the wall. A costly mistake there. It's going to go down in the books as an RBI triple. That one's going to be driven into the gap here and get down as Spencer Sparinger will reach on an RBI double.
Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Drew Howard.
Rollins takes the lead right back here, and we're going to have a pitching change.
Grass.
Coming in is going to be AJ Prendergast. Back momentarily as Prendergast warms up. With 2 down here in the top of the 7th, AJ Prendergast will take the mound for the Saints. And a Nofi responsible for the runner at second in Spencer Seringer. Bizarre play out there in center. With 2 down, Jimmy Thies roped one to center field. Would have been a routine play for Trey Newland had he not lost it in the sun. Going to be 0-1 now to Drew Howard. Jay Prendergast, the freshman from Coral Springs, Florida, graduate of Coral Springs Charter School, hit a 20 strikeout no-hitter back in high school. This is going to be squibbed back to the mound. Prendergast will throw on to first, and the Saints will head into the bottom of the 7th, trailing 8-7 after a 2-run 7th inning for the Tars. Caraballo still on the mound here for Rollins as they lead 8-7 here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Ashton Bam Thomas got a pinch hit here for the Saints, coming for Justin Haskins. Haskins was 0 for 3 on the day, a couple of pop-outs in the infield. Thomas, the junior from Evans, Georgia, transfer from Georgia Highlands College, a 6'3", 215-pound left-handed hitter. Played a variety of positions for the Saints in his Saints career. Played a bit of first, a bit of left field, a bit of right field. Generally, really a free swinger from that left-handed batter's box. Hits the ball exceptionally hard. However, has struggled so far this season, only batting .152 in 33 at-bats with 5 hits and 2 homers. His 2 homers still lead the Saints on the season. The 2-1 from Carabello. The 3-1. That one misses outside for ball 4 as Bam will take first on the walk. It's going to bring up Jaden Ward.
Jaden Ward.
Pinch runner. 19.
It's going to be a pinch. Little hesitation there. We're going to have a pinch runner. A little pump fake from head coach Dave Barnett as Bryce Fitzgerald, the sophomore outfielder from Oviedo, Florida, will pinch run for Bam. Fitzgerald has not stolen a bag on the year, but will take over at first. Bam not the most fleet of foot. Large lead for Fitzgerald. That one nearly hits Ward. Jaden Ward on the day is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts looking. He's been caught a couple of tough calls on that outer half of the plate. Ward came into the day batting .311 on the year with 3 doubles and a homer. So he'll ground this one through the 5-6 hole for a single. Saints will have runners at first and second with no down here. It's going to bring up Tim Kladinsky. Kladinsky with a double back in the 4th, came around to score on that one. Besides that, he's flew out to center and grounded out to second. Saints left fielder batting .288 coming into the day with 17 hits and 59 at-bats. I think the Saints are going to have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Donovan Garcia. Donovan Garcia missing the first third of the season, but has came back as of late. He's batting .192 in 26 at-bats with 5 hits, a triple, and he's knocked in 3 runs. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change as well, as the 2 veteran head coaches here, Barnett and Sjogren, having a little battle of the minds, as we'll take a brief break while we await the new relief pitcher here for Rollins. Runners at first and second here for Donovan Garcia. He'll face a new arm. It's going to be Spencer Magnum, the 6'1" right-hander from Winter Springs, Florida. Sophomore last season. Finished the year 1-0 with a 3.68 ERA, 9 strikeouts, and 14 2/3 innings pitched. Garcia's going to show bunt but pull it back as that one was a little bit high there. Spencer Magnum this season has really shown out. 7 appearances, 2 wins, and has only allowed 2 runs in 2 1/3 innings of work. A beautiful bunt there from Garcia. The throw on the first will be in time, but Garcia getting the job done as the runners from first and second will advance to second and third. It's going to bring up Matthew Burke, the Saints' second baseman. Burke 1 for 2 on the day with a single back in the 6th. He came around to score, and also he walked back in the 4th and came around to score.
That's 5-4.
Thank you.
Burke watches the first pitch here from Magnum.
First baseman charged.
Burke will work the count now to 2-1. Magnum comes set, the 2-1. It's going to be driven the other way, and it's going to get down. They're going to send the runner from second ward, and he'll slide in, and the Saints will take a 9-8 lead on the Matthew Burke RBI single. Some huge clutch hitting here for the Saints, as they now lead 9-8 in the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 down. It'll be Taylor Clapp up to bat. The 0-1 from Magnum. Misses low for a ball. Count will be even out 1-1. Burke has stolen a singular bag on the year. Time will be called. Taylor Clapp, highlight of the day, had a bases clearing 2 RBI double back in the 4th. Really started the Saints rally. They were trailing 5-1 at that point for the RBI double. Clapp came into the day batting 162. The 3-1. Magnum will check on Burke at first. The count's full here to the Saints' first baseman. Magnum sets. The 3-2. Swung on and back up the middle. A single for Taylor Clapp. The Saints will have runners on first and second now. And Jackson Wentworth due to bat.
Now batting to catch number 27, Jackson Wentworth.
Wentworth has come up huge for the Saints with 2 RBI singles with 2 down in his last 2 at-bats. And he'll drive one into the gap out in left. Coming around to score is going to be Matthew Burke. Wentworth with another RBI single. Saints lead 10-8. Have yourself a day, Jackson Wentworth. 3 RBIs on 3 singles, as he's come up time and time again here for the Saints. Top of the order is going to come back around now as Sims Owens, the Saints right fielder, will step into the box. First pitch here from Magnum. In for a ball. Owens 1 for 2 on the day with a single. He's also walked twice.
It's the one I changed from Phil's choice to input single.
Owens ahead now in the count, 2-0.
Cut off from third.
Owens going to ground this one to the first baseman. Throw on to seconds in time. Throw back to first will be in time. And an inning-ending double play here for the Rollins Tars. But the Saints able to score 3 and will lead 10-8 going into the top half of the 8th inning. Jordan Fauci on the broadcast. Stay tuned for more Division II Flagler baseball action. Prendergast still on the mound here for the Saints. A couple defensive changes as Donovan Garcia will slide into short as Mason Gray will move back into left field. A lot of ground can be covered in this Saints outfield with Owens, Newland, and Gray, three of the fastest guys on the team, as this one's going to be driven into deep right field. Back at the wall is Owens. That's going to hit off the top of the wall. There'll be a stand-up leadoff single here for leadoff double here for Joey Rubin.
First baseman, number 10, Jeslyn Whitehead.
It's going to bring up Jeslyn Whitehead. Prendergast going to check on the runner here at second. Rubin's already swiped a bag today. Actually tied for the lead on the Rollins roster with 5 stolen bags on the season. This one's going to be driven into deep right field, into the Saints bullpen and out of play.
Did you see that D3 baseball game that went 24 hours? What? Yep, 48 runs.
The 1-1.
It was called out there.
Or the count will be 1-1 after that.
Bottom of the 8th.
Ball from Prendergast. Whitehead on the day is 0 for 4. He had a single there. He was trying to stretch into a double back in the second where he got gunned down. Go opposite field again here. Count will be 1-2. Whitehead came into the day batting .365. He'll drive one into right. Owens takes a couple of steps back. Will make the catch. Rubin tagging from second. Will make it to third. Be a runner just 90 feet away here for number 5, Cameron Meehan. Actually, it's going to be Jack Herring. Herring came in for Jorge Ramirez back in the 6th inning to pinch hit. He struck out looking. This one's going to go the other way into the gap here. Coming on is going to be Gray. An RBI single for Herring. Flagler's lead cut down to just 1 run. It's going to bring up Cameron Meehan. Meehan led off the game with a 2-run homer. However, since then has been held hitless. He's reached twice on a hit by pitch and a walk, as head coach Dave Barnett's going to make a call to the bullpen here. We thank a few of our corporate sponsors while we await the pitching change. Ameris Bank, savings for the expected or unexpected. Atlantic Dodge, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. Birchall & Company, find your home today. Carmelo's, delivering old world quality. Carrabba's, so close you can taste it. South State Bank, welcome to banking forward. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Pizzali's Chianti Room for the true Italian food connoisseur. Capital Financial Strategies, a full-service financial company serving North Florida and South Georgia. Caldwell Branker Premier Realty, fulfilling the dream of home since 1906. Evans Automotive, quality work for a fair price. Fish Bites, set the hook. 5-Star Pizza, bigger, better, faster. Flagler Hospital, excellence as a way of life. Hero of Florida, your partner for the complete equipment lifestyle. Hybrid Design, advertising, graphic design, and marketing. Jersey Mike Sub, a sub above. KB Home, built on relationships. Maury Law Firm, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. And New Day Design Company for all your agricultural needs. Houston win on the mound now for the Saints. He'll face Cameron Meehan. When the freshman from Nokomis, Florida, graduate of Venice High School. He's 0 for 1 on the year. He's made 9 appearances, 12 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 9 runs on 13 hits, and opponents are batting .260 against him. Pitch just missed a little bit low, as Meehan will even up the count now at 1-1. Beautiful breaking ball there. Had Meehan way out in front. Win ahead in the count now, 1-2. Runner from first is going to take off. Looked like a pitch out, and they'll get the runner at second. Looked like that was an ad-libbed pitch out there, as Wynn, the right or the left-hander, out of the corner of his eye, saw the runner break and left that one high and outside. Perfect ball to throw on for Wentworth, and the Saints able to cut down the runner trying to swipe a bag. Be 2 down now to Meehan, and 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down now for Rollins' center fielder. So that was ball 4, as Meehan will walk here. He's going to bring up Ryan Coleman. Coleman, the left fielder. 1 for 3 on the day. Had a single back in the first inning. He came around to score, but since then has been held hitless. Grounded out to second in his last at-bat. Coleman came into the day batting .351 with 27 hits, 5 of which doubles, a triple, and 5 homers on the year. Meehan a threat to swipe a bag at first. He's 4 for 4 on the year. Win ahead 1-2. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Wynn works himself out of the top of the 8th, only allowing 1 run. Back with the bottom of the 8th here momentarily. The shortstop turned right fielder Mason Gray due to bat here. Newland and Ashton Thomas as well. They'll face a new arm in Stephen Swift, the senior right-hander from Aledo, Texas. One of the workhorses out of this Rollins bullpen. Appeared in 21 games last year, the second most of the club. Finished the year 2-0 with 2 saves, a 3.42 earned run average, and 23 strikeouts in 26 1/3 innings of work. This year for Swift, much of the same, I bet a lot less innings pitched. He's only pitched in 3 1/3. He allowed 1 run on 3 hits, and he struck out 5. Opponents are hitting .250 off of the senior right-hander. Gray finds himself in a 3-1 count here. He's 3 for 4 on the day so far, as he'll walk on 5 pitches.
Now batting the center fielder, number 7, Trey Newland.
So Trey Newland going to step up to the plate here with a runner on first. Wouldn't be surprised to see Mason Gray take off at some point during this at-bat. Coy Phillips in the batter's box for the Saints as well. 4-hole has been occupied by 2 guys so far today for the Saints. Justin Haskins and then Ashton Thomas walked when he came in to pinch hit back in the 7th. Appears that Coy Phillips will be the bat off the bench here for the Saints in the bottom of the 8th. That one running in on the hands of Newland. Saints center fielder ahead in the count now, 2-0. Gray with a little pump fake off of first there. A couple hard steps and he darted back to the bag as pitch from Swift drops in for a strike. Newland 1 for 4 on the day as Swift will check on Gray at first. Swift checking on Gray again. The 2-1. Newland shows bunt, pulls it back. As that breaking ball dropped in for a called strike. The count will be 2-2 now to the Saints center fielder. Swift going to check on Gray again. Not the largest lead that we've seen Mason Gray take all year. However, the speed makes up for it. Gray's going to take off, pitch outside, throw down is not going to be in time as Mason Gray will find himself on second after the stolen bag. A full count now to the Saints center fielder Trey Newland. That'll be the 5th stolen bag of the year, or the 7th stolen bag of the year for Mason Gray. Full count now. Payoff pitch going to be grounded to the short, or the second baseman, Howard. Throwing to first will be in time, but Gray able to make his way over to third. Some situational hitting there for the Saints.
Your attention, please. Now pinch hitting for the Saints, number 8, Coy Phillips.
It's going to be Coy Phillips up to bat here. Phillips batting .333 on the year, only 15 at-bats. He's knocked in 5 runs on 7 total bases. Also, 2 doubles on the year as well, something of note. Infield's going to be in here as Phillips going to go fishing for a breaking ball and come up empty. Phillips and Thomas spending a lot of time as that one's driven high and deep into right field, back at the wall. It's going to bounce off the top of the wall. Phillips on his horse, getting to second. He'll slide in for an RBI double as the Saints take an 11-9 lead. For a second, I thought that one had a chance of getting out of here. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change as the Saints extend their lead to 2 runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Will be Jaden Ward due to bat. Give you a second here as Rollins will make a pitching change. Austin Long going to be the new guy on the mound here for the Saints. Have an argument brewing here with head coach John Sjogren, his 18th year, getting a long leash with these umpires, as there was an animated conversation between him and the home plate umpire as they were walking back from the pitching change. Austin Long, the 6'3", 215-pound right-handed pitcher from Bedford, Indiana. He'll come onto the mound here and face Jaden Ward. Austin Long, in 9 appearances this season's 1-1. He's pitched 14 1/3 innings. He's allowed 16 hits, 12 earned runs, and 9 strikeouts. Jaden Ward stepping up to the plate here for the Saints. 1 for 4 on the day. He struck out twice, but in his last at-bat had a huge single, and he ended up coming around to score as part of that 7th inning 3-run rally. First pitch from Long is going to miss high and tight for ball 1.
12 runs, 14 innings pitched, 7.71 ERA.
Phillips dancing back there at second as Long rears back and fires a fastball past Ward. Ward 24 hits on the year in 78 at-bats. Ward swinging at a high one there. That will be 1-2 to the Saints' third baseman. Long sets. Payoff pitch on the way here. Ward's going to ground this one. Rupin is not going to make a throw, as there'll be an infield single for the Saints third baseman, Jaden Ward.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Donovan Garcia.
Donovan Garcia, the shortstop, set to bat here. He had a sacrifice bunt back in the 7th that advanced 2 runners when he came in relief of Tim Kladinsky, the Saints left fielder. Austin Long last season for Rollins pitched in 34 games, the most in all of Division II. Went 3-3 with a 2.82 ERA, the 6th lowest in the conference. He racked up 10 saves, and he ranked 5th in the league in WHIP, which is walks and hits divided by innings pitched. He had a 112. Former first team All-PBC Donovan Garcia in the batter's box here for the Saints. Garcia, regular starter for the Saints since he came over. He won, or was named, the Peach Belt All-Conference team as a true freshman. In his first season with the Saints, he's played a lot of shortstop in his first season, then moved out to right field. Has bounced around now for the Saints. He'll line one right back up the middle, past the outstretched glove of the second baseman, Howard. Phillips is going to come around to score, and an RBI single for Donovan Garcia gets the Saints up 12-9. Garcia returning that one to center with some velocity. Had Long jumping out of the way in a defensive, more of a self-preservation kind of manner there. It's going to bring up Matthew Burke. Burke has singled twice in his last 2 at-bats. He's also reached on a walk as well. The 1-1. That's going to hit Matthew Burke. The 12th time he's taken a pitch off of the body this season. He was one of the most hit batsmen in the Peach Belt Conference last season. Some guys just have a knack for it, and Matthew Burke is definitely one of them, as the bases will be drunk here for Taylor Clapp, the Saints' first baseman.
Who's on that?
That one high and tight on Clapp. Long buzzing the tower there, the Saints' first baseman. Clapp on the day, 2 for 4. Had a bases clear and RBI double back in the 4th. Also a single in the 7th. The 1-0. That one misses outside.
We have 7 hits in our last 3 batters. It's supposed to be like that.
The 2-0 to Clapp. Goes fishing at a high one. Comes up empty. Count will be 2 balls and 1 strike now. That one yanked outside. Got to have a hitter's count here for Taylor Clapp. Clapp came into the day batting 162, but has come up huge for the Saints so far. Today's outing, 3-1. That's going to miss for ball 4 as Long will walk home a run, and we'll have a pitching change here as Jaden Ward comes across to score, and the Saints lead 13-9. It'll be Nick DeMiseli on the mound here.
DeMiseli.
Nick DeMiseli. Nick DeMiseli on the mound here. A lot of talk in the press box about how to pronounce that one. So we have a pronunciation guide right on the wall, and struggle here for the press box as Jackson Wentworth goes fishing on a first pitch and comes up empty. The 0-1 from DeMiseli. The left-hander making his second appearance of the season. He's allowed 1 run in 3 innings pitched here. Comes in with the bases loaded and 1 out. So this one's going to be grounded slowly to Howard. Flip on. And Wentworth
Catches interference.
just jogging down the line. It looked like there could have been an interference call.
Catches interference.
It's going to be actually called catcher's interference here. Run's going to come home and score for the Saints. And the top of the lineup going to come back around here.
So is that official like an error on the catcher?
Yes.
So E2, CI E2.
Bases drunk here for the Saints right fielder. First pitch from DiMaselli. Just clipping that outer half of the strike zone. Breaking ball misses outside. Counts even now at 1-1. Owens on the day finds himself 2 for 5. Had 2 singles. He's walked twice as well. Actually, that'd make him 2 for 3. Been a long day here up in the press box. A lot of runs, 14 runs for the Saints on 17 hits, 9 runs on 13 hits for Rollins. The 2-1. Going to be driven down the line past the outstretched glove of Whitehead. That will score 2 as the Saints bust this one open and lead 16-9 now. Sims Owens coming up clutch for the Saints, bringing across 2 runs as Mason Gray will step up to the plate here.
So is that the last 3 runs are unearned?
Those are earned. One work will not be earned.
Return? Which one? The Wentworth one?
One work will not be earned if he crosses.
It's going to bring up the shortstop, Mason Gray. Gray on the day has 3 singles. He's also walked and stolen a bag.
This is a midweek game, so there's not a whole lot of credence on it. But they may go another weekend.
The 0-2. Swung on and missed. DiMaselli gets Gray down swinging. There'll be 2 down now in the bottom of the 8th. This is going to bring up Trey Newland, the Saints center fielder. Newland 1 for 5 on the day with a single. First pitch from DiMaselli drops in for a strike. Back-to-back breaking balls here on the inner half. Trey Newland finds himself down 0-2. That one misses in the dirt. No advance from Wentworth at second. The 1-2. The 1-2. That one hit Newland. Maselli really working that inner half of the strike zone. Ends up hurting him there as the base is drunk again now. And coming up for his second time in the inning is going to be Coy Phillips. Phillips got the party started with a towering 2-run double that hit off the top of that massive wall out in right field.
Yeah. Yeah, so you just scroll down and you can figure it out.
The 1-0. In for a called strike.
That's a good one.
The 1-1. Misses in the dirt. Maselli behind now. 2-1 here to Coy Phillips. The 2-1. Driven down the line and foul. Saints with 2 arms warming up in the pen.
He scored 12 runs in the last 3 innings.
Deuces across the board here with the bases loaded as DiMaselli gets Phillips down, swinging, and that will do it for the bottom of the 8th. The Saints score 6 and lead by 7 by a score of 16-9. Jordan Fauci on the broadcast. Stay tuned for the top half of the 9th here at Saints Field. It's going to be Jimmy Thies, Parker Smith, and Spencer Seringer. The last 3 up here, potentially for the Rollins Tars. Rollins came into the day ranked 6th in all of Division II. Saints have been able to put up some runs here in a midweek matchup. They've scored 9, actually 12 in their last 3 innings at bat, the Saints have. They lead by 7. Went ahead in the count here. 2 Thies, 1-2. Thies 2 for 4 on the day with a pair of singles, as he'll wear one off the back.
Now batting in right field, number 28, Parker Smith.
It's going to bring up Parker Smith. Smith, the right fielder, had a triple back in the 7th on a ball that Trey Newland lost in the sun off of the bat. Newland Smith 1 for 4 on the day. Finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole here to win. Wynn would be in line for the save. Just missing outside there. Parker Smith said 8 homers on the year as he'll watch a pitch skip in for ball 2. Pair of shoes as Wynn gets Smith down looking on a beautiful backdoor curve. It's going to bring up Spencer Seringer. Seringer on the day. 2 for 3 with a double, a single. He's also walked. That one's going to be grounded to Garcia. Throw on to Burke. On to first is not in time, but the Saints will cut down the lead runner. A huge stretch there from Clapp at first, showing off the pliability. Be 2 down now for the 9-hole hitter, Drew Howard. First pitch swinging to Ward. He'll throw on to second, and the Saints will take this one 16-9. Houston Wynn getting the save. I'd run through some of the highlights of them, but 18 hits and 16 runs for the Saints will do it. The next game for your Saints will be Friday at 6 p.m. when Young Harris comes to town for a 3-game set. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. For the rest of the Saints family, I am Jordan Fauci on the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in Friday night at 6 when Young Harris visits Drysdale.